Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reading a Katsuki by Charity on Wattpad. So let's get into it. You tucked in your sleeves and kept your head low. Just go to school and go home. Simple. If anyone asks about your bruises, you're training. Simple as that. If anyone brings up your mood, you're on your period. Simple. It shouldn't be so hard to lie about it. It seemed so simple, but you were afraid. You were terrified that you would break any minute now. Your entire body was so sore and in pain. Your emotional state was certain to crumble at any given moment now. You were going to crumble. You were sick of this. Your arms and torso were scattered with purple and blue bruises, fresh from the night before. You told yourself you did it because he loved you. You tried your absolute best to justify what his hands did to you. Why he did this. Why he hurt you so much. You tried so hard to make it feel right because you loved him. You loved him from the bottom of your heart. So you sat there and took the physical and mental abuse. You took all of it because you're afraid that if you loved him, you would have nobody else to love you. You couldn't afford to lose someone else. That's what he had told you too. That you were undeserving. And that you were lucky. Lucky that someone like him put up with you and loved you. And you believed it. He was all you had. He was all you had left. And you couldn't lose him too. So you sat there and did nothing. Tanaka, your boyfriend, felt entitled. He knew that you'd fight back. And he took advantage of that. Somewhere in his sick and twisted mind, and heart as well, he did feel something for you. Maybe because he's so mental and sick. He thinks it's okay to do what he does. But it doesn't matter how he feels. Because right now, you were messed up. You made it to school, and reluctantly went to class. You wanted to stay home. You didn't want to come here. But you didn't want to stay with him. He was always around, watching you like a hawk. Thank God you had the safety of UA, and that he didn't get in. But even being surrounded by that many people constantly was just a panic attack, waiting for the right moment to happen. And you were terrified. No, hell. Even terrified was putting it lightly. You didn't know what to do. You had no solution but to keep going and ignore it as much as you could. Just paying more attention to it will make things happen quicker, right? Hi, Wayan-chan, Ochako said, greeting you cheerfully the second you stepped inside. Hi, Acha, you said, giving her a weak smile. Is everything alright? You look ill, she said, visibly concerned. Just didn't get much sleep. Well, that was partially true. You didn't get much sleep because you were afraid to. You're afraid to let your guard down around that person that you had once called your partner, and still unfortunately do. Katsuki noticed that your once cheery nature has slowly faded as the year went on. This was because Tanaka took his frustrations all out on you. The anger and jealousy he felt that you made it into UA, and not him. When he thought that he was one who deserved to be inside, out of the two of you, It was selfish and disgusting. "Hi, everyone," he said, waving to the class, before taking your seat next to Katsuki. "Hey, Bakugou." He gave you a nod, acknowledging you. He didn't take this as a sign, because that's how he normally greeted you. He was very skeptical. Everyone noticed your change, but no one knew you better than Katsuki. He was your best friend, and it hit him the hardest to see you so glum and down. "Hey, Mayan. Not like I care or whatever, but you don't seem okay." "It's nothing," you say, giving a dismissive wave, and your sleeve slid down a bit, revealing your black and blue wrist. His pupils nearly disappeared and his eyes narrowed. You didn't notice his reaction and pulled out your supplies, oblivious to the fact that he knew something was up. And immediately after class, he grabbed your wrist and dragged you away. You winced at the sudden pressure on your bruises and he noticed. He pulled you into a secluded corner and stared you down. "Talk." "About?" He rolled his eyes and grabbed your hand, tugging on your sleeve to reveal bruises in the shape of a hand. "This," he hissed. "What?" "Bruises are normal," you said, your heart racing at 100 miles per hour. "Yeah, but not this many, Mayan. What's going on?" he said, his eyes softening, and the dam broke. The emotional wall you put up crumbled and fell apart, releasing an ocean of tears. You sobbed and hiccuped, not knowing how to respond. "Tanaka," he choked out, and Katsuki engulfed you in a hug, holding on tight. "Your boyfriend?" He nodded into his already soaked shirt. No words could describe the amount of rage and hate he felt. "He hurt you, and I'm gonna hurt his face." "Katsuki, don't. He'll just make it worse." "But he hurt you, Mayan. I'm gonna kill him." "Please, just please don't do anything." "But I..." "Promise me," you said with pleading eyes. He sighed, wiping your tears away, before reluctantly nodding. "Bruises are normal, Mayan. Not like this." And internally, Katsuki promised himself not to let Tanaka ever hurt you again. He was going to redeem this selfish bastard and protect you as much as he could.